Do you have what it takes to be unapologetically you and be successful? I'm going to provide you with some tips today. I'm Coach L with Lucky Fit, Luckifit, and I am just really excited to be able to share a couple of tips to help you position your personal brand as well as your business brand for success as we move into the second half of 2018. So you can always follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and you'll find this video on both IGTV as well as our YouTube channels. And I hope that the information that I share today will be beneficial for all of you that are watching and participating. So have you ever heard of someone named Badass Boz, or otherwise known as Bozana or Boz St. John? She is the magnificent personal brand that has led many companies, including that of Beats, which transitioned over to Apple, Uber, as well as now with Endeavor. So what I love about her as an example when we're talking about the impact of a personal brand as well as a business brand is that she had to first define who she was and then show some results, make an impact in the marketplace, and as a result have businesses really buying and trying to get her to come and help lead them into new realms or to overcome challenges that they were facing with their businesses. So when we consider her example, not only is she a sought after executive in the C-suite, but also she's a sought after speaker, as well as you can find her on the cover, or maybe not the cover yet, but featured in many major articles like even that of Vogue. And so I'll post some of those things on the Lucky Fit, especially the Lucky Fit Facebook page that you can read later on. But I want to talk about some of the things that makes her authentic, as well as some of the things that you can learn from her so that you can incorporate as you are developing and building your own personal brand, and also add value to the marketplace, whether that be if you're someone that has a job, or perhaps you are developing a company or even trying to grow a company. Everyone can benefit from having a personal brand and leveraging that into their business brand. So one of the things I like about Boz, and when we talk about being unapologetically you so that you can be successful, is that she's an innovator. And so she's been able to overcome odds, but then also provide ways, not only for herself, but for her family, so that they can thrive. So on a personal side, Boz has gone through so many travesties, from her husband dying to giving birth to her first daughter and that daughter dying, and then having to live in a place where she's a single mother, but also an executive. So anyone that has ever climbed the ranks of corporate America, you will know that getting to the C-suite is not an easy feat, especially being a single parent. So she's been able to do that. But so she's been able to reinvent herself, but be successful along the way. Another thing is that she's an awesome storyteller. She's able to tell her own story, but then also be able to tell a story that benefits the brand and those that use the brand. So if you are looking to be unapologetically you as well as be successful, think about what you can do to enhance your storytelling skills. Also, what I love about her is that she has a fabulous personality, which you can find on all of her social media channels, but she's also very confident and she's stylish. Now, I can tell you here at Lucky Fit, our three pillars are built on confidence, energy, and style. And so if you follow us or take some of our courses, you'll be able to learn some of those facets so that you could be as successful as Boz in the future if you do it right. One of the other things I like about Boz is that although she is very unique in her presentation and in her thought process, is that she's been able to transition from career to career to career. And like me, I have been, if you like watch some of my other courses online, you'll get to know a little bit more about my story. But Boz is very similar to me in that we both come from a background of marketing, but then have also led some initiatives in tech. And so that's very unique, especially in this day and age, for a woman of color to be in the C-suite, but then also to have led some tech initiatives. So let's say you may not be in marketing, you may not be in tech. Let's say you're in medicine, or perhaps you're in the service industry, or you're an attorney or an accountant, or maybe you're an artist, or maybe you're trying to leverage some of the skill sets that you've previously acquired so that you can be successful in another field. Please know that you can do that. And that's one of the great things that you can do here at Lucky Fit, is that you can design a life that fits you, built on the pillars of confidence, energy, and style, just like Boz has done on her own. Okay, so thinking about that, but she's also very authentic, and so you have to be real. And one of the ways to be real is you have to be able to really define yourself for yourself and identify where you are. And that's one of the things that lends to that authenticity, is having confidence in your story, having confidence in what you have to bring to the table, and then also being able to know where you are and adapt to your environment. So that doesn't mean selling out to your environment, but understanding who you are, understanding your foundation, but also being able to learn the rules of your environment, learn the rules of the people and the environment, and then showing respect to where you are, so that you can then infuse your own little magic or your own aura into the environment. So when you're authentic and when you have confidence and when you study your environment and those that are around you, that's one of the ways that you can definitely infuse what you have to give, otherwise known as your brand. So I've already talked about defining yourself for yourself. Take some time to think about your personal style. And when I talk about style, of course, we could talk about aesthetics and what you're bringing to the table, but also your style of leadership. What is your style of collaboration? What is your style of going online and presenting yourself? So there's many different facets to a personal brand. And one thing when we look at Boz is that she allows her true self to shine forward in every element that you see her in, whether it is on stage, whether it is on social media, or whether it's in a print article. And so that's something to strive for, is to be consistent. But even if you have layers to your personality, to be consistent in the way that you are portraying that. So one other thing I like about her is that she is consistently learning. She stays on top of things. And especially being a leader, you don't have to know everything, but you need to make sure that you have a group around you that is sharp, but then also that you stay on trend. And one of the things that Boz does is that she's constantly traveling, constantly talking to people. And as a result of that, you get a little sharper too. So I have some tools that I'd love to share with you. I have a book called 40 Days to Unshakable Self-Confidence. You can definitely get that from barnesandnobles.com, or you could go on amazon.com and get it via Prime. It's a 40-day journey to help you build your personal brand with confidence, as well as I have 2 free workshops on luckyfit.com, LUCKIFIT. And the workshops on building your brand on LinkedIn. And so there's 2 different versions. I absolutely love it. The first one is a beginner's version, and the second version is a little bit more advanced, where we work with some LinkedIn personnel that talk about translating what you're doing on LinkedIn and building that community of folks that can help you leverage it into your next career, or whether you're trying to leverage a new platform. So I hope this was helpful. The goal right now is to maybe come to you once a month, or if we have more time, maybe more than that in the month. But in the meantime, if you're missing me, again, I'm Coach L at Lucky Fit. You can read my columns at Forbes, as well as Boss Babe. So I'm really excited about those platforms. We'll be bringing you some business advice. And if you have some ideas for content, or if you have some questions for me, feel free to post it below, and I'll be really excited to help you. So thank you. Have a great day. And hey, it's a great life when you could design one that fits you. Talk to you soon.